Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news the grim reality of a scaled-back future starting to sink in worldwide. The release of minutes from the last Federal Reserve meeting shows how concerned they were with the financial situation at the end of April. They knew the crisis was big, but the sheer scale gave them a double take on the severity of the economic threat they face. That gloomy assessment set them up for a long trudge through the crisis, one that they now expect to leave permanent scars in both employment levels and for business investment. Together, an important engine of global demand has been semi-permanently impaired in their judgment. But all states have now reopened to some degree. Returning demand and curtailed local production has seen a drawdown in local American crude oil inventories, and that has given a small boost to crude oil prices overnight. In Canada, they're moving to take equity stakes in some of their large companies that are struggling to survive. The stakes will be in return for cash injections. And Canada is heading into the deflationary situation for consumer prices. And inflation is also falling in the EU, with now almost half of their members reporting deflation. In Japan, orders for capital machines, a broader measure than for machine tool orders, actually rose 3% in March, which is a surprising result. But they're forecasting a 5% decline in the April to June period. If that occurs, it'll be much less than you might expect. In China, they've pulled out their GFC playbook and are now increasing their infrastructure investment with more very large-scale transport projects. The latest set are worth more than $200 billion. In Australia, April retail sales data reveals them falling 18% after a period of stockpiling in March, and they're down more than 9% year on year. Annual retail sales change is usually just a few percent. US Treasury 10-year yield is now down 2 basis points today to 0.69%. The gold price is firmer again today, up another $5 to $1,748 an ounce. And oil prices are slightly higher again today. The US crude price is now just over $33 a barrel. The international price is up to $35.50 a barrel. Demand is returning in many countries as lockdown restrictions ease. And the Kiwi dollar has risen yet again, today up to 61.4 US cents. On the cross rates, we're holding at 93.1 Australian cents, and against the euro, we're up to 55.9 euro cents. These moves up mean our trade weighted index is now at 67.1, and basically where it was at the start of the month and before the RBNZ monetary policy statement and the budget 2020. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.